Hello students, welcome to Sri classes. Let us begin chapter number 4, quadratic equations, CBSE class 10th. The chapter flow goes like this. Introduction, what is a quadratic polynomial and what is a quadratic equation, difference between this standard form or the general form of a quadratic equation. What do you mean by roots or zeros of quadratic equations? Second involves some kinds of elementary numericals to check whether a given equations are quadratic or not. How to check whether the given equations are quadratic or not. Type 2, to determine whether the given values are the solutions of quadratic equations or not. X values will be given to you. Whether those are the solutions or not, that is what we need to check it. Type 3, to determine the unknown when the roots are given. When the roots are given, how to determine the unknowns. Solutions of quadratic equations. The meaning of solutions of quadratic equations is solving for the value of x. And remember, it is a quadratic equation. We are going to end up with two values of x here. Already you have studied in 9th standard also. The solution of quadratic equations means solving of the value of x, and as the degree is 2, the maximum values of x will be 2 values. Then in this solutions of quadratic equations, there are two methods basically. One is factorization method and using the quadratic formula. I hope you are able to understand. Solving of quadratic equations and word numericals. In the word numericals, we have to form the quadratic equations and solve them by factorization method. We will adopt for these two. And again, solutions of the same by quadratic formula, using the quadratic formula, and introduction to the quadratic formula, the nature of roots. Type 1, to determine d is the discriminant over here. Type 2, solving quadratic equations plus word numericals and nature of roots. The numericals based on nature of roots. In a nutshell, this chapter deals with solving of quadratic equations. Meaning is finding out the value of x. Mainly there are two methods. One is by factorization method and another is by using quadratic formula. These are the main sections of the topics, but there are many sub questions which are very important that we are going to discuss thoroughly. And most of the questions will be solved from R.D. Sharma, and it is better if you have R.D. Sharma textbook, R.D. Sharma book basically. So books also I write here at this corner. Textbook plays a very important role for word numericals. And second, R.D. Sharma. It covers all previous year questions and very critical questions in terms of type 1, type 2 and type 3. Here also type 1 and type 2, and also the last numericals based on nature of roots. R.D. Sharma covers all previous year questions and quite a typical numericals. So let us begin with introduction. Let us begin introduction to quadratic equations. Already you have studied what are quadratic polynomials. An algebraic expression in which the highest power of the variable is 2 is called a quadratic polynomial. Now we are going to deal with a quadratic polynomial with single variable x. So a quadratic polynomial with degree 2 is a polynomial with degree 2 is called a quadratic polynomial. How do you write the quadratic polynomial? The standard form of a quadratic polynomial is ax square plus bx plus c. What is the power of, what is the degree of this one? Degree is 2. How do you define a degree? The highest power of the variable is called the degree of the given polynomial. Here x is the variable, the highest power is 2, and hence it is called quadratic polynomial. If the degree is 1, it is a linear polynomial. If the degree is 2, quadratic polynomial. If the degree is 3, cubic polynomial. If the degree is 4, biquadratic polynomial. So the degree decides the kind of polynomial. Here, the highest power of the variable being 2, it is a quadratic polynomial. Now what is the quadratic equation? See, generally quadratic polynomial are algebraic expressions which do not contain equality sign, whereas quadratic equations contain equality sign. So how do you form the quadratic equations? When the quadratic polynomials are equated to 0, the quadratic polynomial becomes quadratic equation. I hope you are understanding. When quadratic polynomial is equated to 0, the quadratic polynomial becomes quadratic equation. So I write that first. When quadratic polynomial is equated to 0, it is called quadratic equation. Implies ax square plus bx plus c equals 0. So this is a quadratic equation basically. Remember, equations contain equality signs, whereas polynomials do not contain equality sign, and hence those are called algebraic expressions only, not the equations. Now, after knowing this quadratic equation, how do you define a quadratic equation? Formally, how do you define this one? An equation in variable x of the form ax square plus bx plus c equals 0 is called a quadratic equation, in which a, b, c belong to real numbers and a should not be equal to 0 is the definition of a quadratic equation. So let us define that one now. How do you define? So this is a definition basically. An equation in variable x of the form ax square plus bx plus c equals 0 is called an equation in variable x of the form ax square plus bx plus c equals 0 is called a quadratic equation. A quadratic equation where a, b and c belong to real numbers. R is a set of real numbers over here, and a should not be equal to 0. This is the definition of the quadratic equation. With the condition a should not be equal to 0, the meaning implies here, if a is 0, it reduces to a linear equation, because the first term becomes 0 here and the remaining is bx plus c equals 0, which is nothing but it is a linear equation, and hence the condition is a should not be equal to 0. I hope you are able to understand here. Remember, a is the coefficient of x square, b is the coefficient of x, and c is a constant term. In collectively, we can call a, b, c as the coefficients also. Okay, fine. So after defining this quadratic equation, let us see what is that. Alternate definition. Alternate definition goes like this. If p of x is a polynomial of degree 2, then p of x equals to 0 is called a quadratic equation. I hope you are able to understand. See here, I am taking the help of the alternate definition is in terms of polynomial. P of x is a polynomial. It can be a biquadratic, it can be a cubic, it can be a linear, it can be a quadratic. Therefore, how do I define in terms of polynomial? A polynomial of degree 2, which is nothing but a quadratic polynomial. A polynomial of degree 2, when equated to 0, is called a quadratic equation. But it is okay. If you remember this, this is enough. for the definition. Alternate definition, it's okay, not required. Now, after understanding this quadratic equation, what do you mean by solving of quadratic equation, and the meaning of roots and zeros, let us study here. First of all, what is solving quadratic equations? Solving quadratic equations. The meaning of solving quadratic equations is finding out the value of x. Solving of quadratic equation implies to find the variable x. How many values you can find here? As the degree is 2, maximum values that you can find is 2. Why it is 2? That we'll learn in chapter polynomials. Just for your information, the quadratic equations graph, quadratic equation, if you plot a graph, basically this is how we get a polynomial. This is a parabola, and the roots or the solutions are nothing but the values of x. If substituted in the given polynomial, it should reduce to 0, and therefore you can see here there are 2 points on which the graph intersects the x-axis, and therefore these two are called the roots or the zeros of the quadratic equation. So what do you mean by solving the quadratic equation? To find the value of x. What kind of values of x these are? If I substitute these values of x into a given quadratic equation, the quadratic equation, if we substitute the values of x into a quadratic equation, LHS will become equal to RHS. What is RHS over here? 0. So the polynomial reduces to 0 if you substitute the values of the roots. So how do you define the roots here? Next question comes roots. Roots are zeros. What do you mean by roots or zeros here of the quadratic equation? See, the meaning of roots here is these values, basically x coordinates of the intersection of the graph, x coordinates of the intersection of the graph with the x-axis. So how do you define zeros? Roots or zeros are those values of x if substituted in the left hand side of a quadratic equation, it will be equal to the right hand side of the quadratic equation. Meaning the roots and zeros are that value or those values of x if substituted in the left hand side, it will be equal to the right hand side. That means the quadratic polynomial reduces to 0 also, I can say. So the meaning of roots and zeros, I hope you have understood. It requires a little bit in-depth knowledge of polynomials also, which we will study in that. So simply I can say here, if x equals alpha is the root, then it satisfies the equation. If x equals alpha is the root, then it satisfies the equation. Meaning, if I put in the quadratic equation, if I put the value of alpha, x as alpha, it will satisfy the equation. Meaning, left hand LHS will become equal to the RHS. Meaning here, a times alpha plus b alpha square plus b times alpha plus c equals 0. LHS will become equal to RHS, which is 0 basically. So these are the roots and zeros, and basically we are going to find out those values of x. I think this is enough for the introduction, and we'll begin with the concept number 2, that is solving some some kind of numerical, type 1, type 2 and also type 3 numericals based on quadratic equations. It is not the solving of quadratic equations, but finding some, these are some important numericals, 1 mark questions you may get from these. So let us try to solve those numericals. That is concept number 2. Second concept in the chapter flow. That is what we are going to begin now. I think here you have understood the definition and the roots and zeros. I don't know whether you are able to understand the zeros. Once again, if you want, see here, because some of the students will have very curious. Students are curious to know what exactly is the root or a zero. Roots are those values, the coordinates of the no, I will define like this. How to define the or how to tell you that the roots. X coordinates of the intersection point of the graph with x axis are called the roots or zeros. X coordinates, here you can see this here, these two are x coordinates of the graph intersecting x axis. This is x axis and this is the graph which intersects the x axis. The values of these 2 points are nothing but the values of x, and the values of x are nothing but the values of roots, or those are called the roots basically. So what I mean by that is, roots are those values of x, if substituted in the left hand side of the equation, it satisfies the equation and it will become equal to right hand side. Enough with that introduction. Let me start with the second concept, that is starting with numericals. Okay, yeah. So let us check now. Let us solve type 1 numericals of chapter flow 2. Check whether the given equations are quadratic or not. So let me take some examples from your textbook and some from R.D. Sharma. First one, x minus 2 the whole square plus 1 equals 2x minus 3. X plus 1, x minus 2 the whole square plus 1 equals 2x minus 3. Whether this is the quadratic equation or not is what we have to check it. Unless we simplify, expand and equate it to 0, it is not possible to check. How do you check it basically? I would like to simplify this and bring it to the standard form. I think I did not talk about the standard form in the previous lecture. Before I solve this thing, please note it down. What is the standard form or the general form of a quadratic equation? I think I forgot in introduction basically. Let me discuss that first here. In this part I will discuss what is standard form. Standard form is also called the general form. General form of quadratic equation. General form of quadratic equation. Ax square plus bx plus c equals 0. It is called the general form or the standard form of a quadratic equation, where a comma b comma c belongs to real numbers and a should not be equal to 0. This is the standard form or the general form. And a and b, a is a coefficient of x square, b is the coefficient of x, and c is a constant term. I hope you understand this one. This is the standard form or the general form. So with that introduction to the standard form, what I am doing over here, simplify these equations, given equations, and try to express in this form. Those equations which can be expressed in the form of ax square plus bx plus c equals 0 are called quadratic equations. Those equations which we are not able to express in the standard form are not called the quadratic equations or not the quadratic equations. So this is the methodology that we follow. So let me simplify. This is the first question given. So let me try to expand this one. How to solve this one? Solution: x minus 2 the whole square plus 1 equals 2x minus 3, x square plus 4 minus 2 times x into 2 plus 1 minus 2x plus 3 equals 0. I am transposing. So this again, once again I can write it: x square plus 4 plus 1 plus 1, 4, 5, 3, 8, 8 minus 4x minus 2x equals 0. So therefore x square minus 4x minus 2x minus 6x plus 8 equals 0. Let me check this one. Yeah, x square minus 6x plus 8 equals 0. As it is of the form ax square plus bx plus c The given equation is quadratic equation. The given equation is, as it is of the form ax square plus bx plus c equals 0. I will put 0 here. As it is of the form ax square plus bx plus c equals 0, the given equation is a quadratic equation. Let me take one more now. So the meaning here is, try to express in the standard form and try to find out. For first one, second one, it is example 2 in your textbook. Fourth one, I will put the same serial number for your understanding. Example number 2 and fourth question. Don't bother about these serial numbers. Serial numbers will not make any difference here. Important is the content and the type of the numericals. I can put the sequentially the same numbers. So first I have solved here, then I can put the second also. But for your information, if I put the same number, the traceability will be there. I am solving example 2 of textbook and question number 4. Question number 4. X plus 2 the whole cube equals x cube minus 4. X cube minus 4. So let me try to simplify and see. A plus 2 the whole cube, A plus B the whole cube, A cube plus B cube plus 3B into bracket A plus B. So I hope all these identities you know. In my first class I had given you 16 identities. Most all those 16 identities are very frequently used in trigonometry and in chapters like this as well as polynomials. So make sure you know all those things. Here it is A plus B the whole cube, A cube plus B cube plus 3 into bracket A plus B. I am going to use that formula. So x cube plus 2 cube plus 3 times x into 2 into bracket x plus 2 minus x cube plus 4 equals 0. I have transposed this. So x cube plus 8, 3 2s are 6, 6x square, 3 2s are 6, 6x plus 2, 12x minus x cube plus 4 equals 0, plus x cube minus x cube. So this will be 6x square, 12x plus nothing, plus 8 plus 4, 12 equals 0. Take common, x square plus 2x plus 2 equals 0. So this is of the form ax square plus bx plus c equals 0. Hence the given equation is a quadratic equation. Let me check that. Yeah, x square plus 2x plus 2. It is correct. Let me take few more examples. I will erase this. I hope you have noted down. This is a third example of example 2, sub question 3, textbook. X into 2x plus 3 equals x square plus 1. X into 2x plus 3 equals x square plus 1. So how do you do this one? Implies x into 2x plus 3x minus x square minus 1 equals 0. So 2x square minus x square plus 3x minus 1 equals 0. It is of the form ax square plus bx plus c equals 0. Therefore the given equation is quadratic equation. Next one. Let me take which are not quadratic equations, which is important also. So same textbook example only I'll take. One more. This is the second one. Example 2, sub question 2. X into x plus 1 plus 8 equals x plus 2 into x minus 2. Okay, fine. X into x plus 1 plus 8, x plus 2 into x minus 2. Let's see here. So implies x into x, x square plus x plus 8 equals a plus b into a minus b, first term square, minus second term square, x square plus x plus 8 minus x square plus 4 equals 0, plus x square minus x square, which implies x plus 12 equals 0. This is not of the form ax square plus bx plus c equals 0. Therefore, given equation is not a quadratic equation. Let me take few more now. From R.D. Sharma, let me take now. Please note it down. All the numericals that I am solving, you must note it down and solve it. And you may ask me where to solve these things. See, yeah, that also I forgot. I am telling you once again now. Only the introduction part which I had given, those things you can write it in for 200 page notebook or 180 pages notebook. All these being the numericals, especially the second concept, start writing in 400 pages notebook, because I am going to end up with lot of numericals. This chapter, only the concept is what is the factorization concept and what is the quadratic formula and what is the introduction. Only about 3 pages maximum you may have to write down in 180 pages notebook. All other things will be written in your 400 pages notebook, which I have made it clear, and start writing in 400 pages notebook. Let us take R.D. Sharma numericals now. Here I have a typical example, type 1, R.D. Sharma, example number 1, and in that fifth one. I am going to put serial number as it is 1, 2 once again. Please do not bother about serial numbers. I will be solving, R.S. Agarwal, R.D. Sharma, those traceability and all. It is very difficult to write the traceability. And so, I may write some R.D. Sharma. When I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I will take now. So R.D. Sharma in that x square plus 2 root x minus 3, x square plus 2 root x minus 3 equals 0. This is the equation given to you. See here, implies x square plus 2 times x to the power half minus 3 equals 0. First of all, this left hand side is not a polynomial at all. Why this is not a polynomial? Because when you define a polynomial, the exponent of a polynomial should be an integer. Is it an integer over here? Half. It is not an integer. It is not an integer. It is not an integer, and hence this is not a quadratic polynomial. As x to the power half is not an integer, the given the equation is not a quadratic equation. Next, I hope you are understanding how this x to the power half. You have learnt all these things in 9th standard. Next, second one. Let me take something interesting. X square plus 1 by x square equals 2. How to solve this one? Now, take the LCM over here. Implies x square. Let me check it is, yeah, correct. X square, and this is 1 into, so x to the power 4 plus 1 equals 2. Implies x to the power 4 plus 1 equals 2x square. Implies x to the power 4 minus 2x square plus 1 equals 0. As this is okay. Anything would you be able to take common here? Not possible. Even if I take x square common over here, it is not possible. It will become, let's see here, if I take common x square minus 1 and plus 1 equals 0 over here, isn't it? So it is not possible to take common at all, and therefore simply I write, as this is not of the form not a quadratic equation. Let me check this answer. Yeah, next one, third one. Let us pick up some important. X plus 3 by x equals x square. X plus 3 by x equals x square. Take LCM, x here, x square plus 3 equals x square. So x square plus 3 equals x cube. Therefore, x cube minus x square minus 3 equals 0. This is a cubic polynomial. Therefore, this is not a quadratic equation, as this is not of the form x equals 0. Given equation is not a quadratic equation. Not a quadratic equation. Okay? So this is how we can solve it. Let us take another one or two examples, and I will go to the type 2 now. There is one more typical example from R.D. Sharma. I am picking it up. Therefore, these are important. See here, 10th one in R.D. Sharma exercise that is given. 4th, this is x plus 1 by x the whole square equals 3 times x plus 1 by x plus 4. So we will have to solve this one. So how to solve this one now? Implies expand this one, x square plus 1 by x square plus 2 equals 3x plus 3 by x plus 4. What is the LCM over here? Entire thing LCM is x square here, and therefore this will be x to the power 4 plus 1 plus 2, which equals, what is the LCM here? X here, 3x square plus 3 plus 4x. Okay, so 1x square cancels over here. Therefore I'll write like this. Here, note down, 1x cancels here, x and x, 1x remains here, and therefore this x you multiply there, x to the power 4 plus 3 equals x into 3x cube plus 3x plus 4x square, isn't it? Which equals x to the power 4 plus 3 minus 3x cube minus 3x minus 4x square equals 0. I think it's possible. See here, constant is there. So what I suggest over here, this is a biquadratic equation. Is it not a biquadratic equation? As it is a biquadratic equation, it is a biquadratic equation. Okay, I'll write like this. This is not a quadratic equation because it is not of the form ax square plus bx plus c equals 0 we can write. Okay, let me take one more problem, not quadratic equation. Not quadratic. Why it is a biquadratic, or you can also say it's not of the form ax square plus bx plus c equals 0. Let me take a little bit one more now. I'll erase clear the board. I hope you have noted down. I think I have solved enough to check whether these are quadratic equations or not. Let me check if something is there. No, I think I have covered almost all types. Fine, I think we can go to type 2. What is that type 2? Type 2 says to determine whether the given values are the solutions of the quadratic equations or not. They will give you the value of x, substitute if it reduces to 0 it is a quadratic equation or not. So we will check that one. Type 2 will solve, and let's see. Let us start type 2 to determine whether the given values are the solutions of the quadratic equations or not. So let me take from R.D. Sharma the first question. First question, 3x square minus 2x minus 1 equals 0, and here he has asked to check x is equal to 1, whether x equals 1 is the solution or not. Substituting x equals 1 in the LHS of the given equation, what we have to do? We have to substitute the value of x given x in the left hand side. X equals 1 is substituted in the left hand side and check whether it will reduce to 0 or not. So substitute here 3 times 1 the whole square minus 2 times 1 minus 1 equals 3 minus 2 minus 1, 3 minus 3 which is 0, which equals RHS. So basically LHS is what we are taking and substitute the value in that and check whether this one. Therefore, x equals 1 is a solution of given quadratic equation. Let us take the next one, second one. X square minus x plus 1 equals 0, and we have to check for x equals 1 and x equals minus 1. So first case we will see, let us substitute in the LHS x equals 1. LHS is x square minus x plus 1. Substitute SUBSTI substitute x equals 1, which equals 1 minus 1 plus 1, which equals 1 minus 1 cancels 1. So which is not equal to RHS. Is it right? What is RHS over here? RHS is basically 0 here, and therefore it is not equal to RHS. Therefore x equals 1 is not a solution. Let us check second one, x equals minus 1. Substitute x equals minus 1 in LHS of the equation. So what is that we get? Minus 1 the whole square minus of minus 1 plus 1 equals 1 plus 1 plus 1. Is it right? I think we have made somewhere mistake. Let me check once again. X equals 1, whether the equation is correct, x square minus x plus 1 equals 0. X square minus x plus 1 equals 0. X is equal to 1. 1 square minus 1 plus 1. 1 square minus 1, yeah, it is correct. X is equal to 1 is not a solution. Now x equals minus 1. So minus 1 the whole square is plus 1. Minus of minus plus 1 3, which equals 3, which is not equal to 0. Isn't it? Therefore x equals minus 1 is not a solution. We check that one. So in this case you can see both the values are not the solutions of the given equation. Let us take the next equation. Let me clear the board first. Next one. Let me check. Third one. X square plus root 2 times x minus 4 equals 0. What are the values of x here? X equals root 2 and x equals minus 2 root 2. Minus 2 root 2. So we have to check these two values whether these are the solutions or not. So first I write here for x equals root 2, substitute x equals root 2 in LHS. What is that you will get? Root 2 the whole square plus root 2 times root 2 minus 4 equals 0. So root 2 square is 2 plus 2 minus 4 equals 0. Okay, implies which equals 0. No, we do one thing. Let us substitute only in LHS. We should not write 0 while substituting LHS. So, what is the LHS here? Root 2 the whole square plus root 2 times root 2 minus 4 equals 2 I hope you have understood this. Next one. Let us check for x equals minus 2 root 2. So you have to substitute this in LHS. X equals minus 2 root 2, you have to substitute here. LHS is, once again I write for our information, x square plus root 2 times x minus 4 equals 0, not 0. LHS is this much. So substitute the value of x in this. I can put equals also. Equals 4 into 2, 8. Plus or minus minus here. To root 2 root 2 2, 2 into 2 4 minus 4, which equals 0. Therefore I hope you are able to understand. Can I take another 1 or 2 examples or enough? I think enough 3 examples. How to check whether the given values are solutions or not. What is the methodology? Substitute the given values of x into the left hand side of the equation and check whether you get 0 or not. Because right hand side of the equation always for these standard equations are 0 basically. So put the values of x in LHS, check whether you are getting RHS. If LHS is equal to RHS, then that value of x is called the solution. Otherwise it is not a solution, which is quite simple. So let me go to type 3 now. Let us take type 3 numericals. I am picking it up from R.D. Sharma. First numerical is, this is type 3, to determine the unknown when the roots are given. Here the roots are given nothing but the values of x, and we have to check what is the value of the unknown here. Generally unknowns will be in terms of k, a, m, n, etc. So whenever the roots are given, we are pretty sure that when it is substituted in a given equation, the given equation reduces to 0. So what we do here is substitute directly the value of x into the given equation and try to find out the unknown value. So how to solve this one? Take the first one now. Kx square plus 2x minus 3 equals 0, where x is equal to root 2 or x equals 2 is the root here, and therefore the solution. What is the given equation? This is the given equation, and x is equal to 2 is a root. As x equals 2 is a root, colon k times 2 the whole square plus 2 times 2 minus 3 equals 0. So 4k plus 4 minus 3 equals 0. 4k plus 1 equals 0. 4k equals minus 1. K equals minus 1 by 4. This is the answer. It is correct. Second one. 3x square plus 2kx minus 3 equals 0. Plus 2kx minus 3 equals 0. X equals minus half is the root here. X equals minus half is the root. So solution, as x equals minus half is the root, I have to substitute the given value of x in the given equation. 3 times minus half the whole square plus 2 times minus half minus 3 equals 0. So this will be, half square is 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4, 3 by 4 minus 2 cancels, k minus 3 equals 0, or minus k you take that side, k equals 3 by 4 minus 3, and therefore k equals 4. What I did here basically, k I shifted this side, so 3 by 4 minus 3 is equal to k. So what is LCM? 4 here, 4, 1, 1 4s are, 4 1s are, so this is basically 3 here minus 12, which equals minus 9 by 4. Therefore k equals minus 9 by 4. Let me check the answer. It is correct, minus 9 by 4. Let me take one more example now here. Third one, x square plus 2x minus k equals 0. X square plus 2ax k equals 0, and x equals 3. X equals 3 is the root there. I hope you are able to see clearly. X equals 3 is the root here. So this ought to solve, as x equals 3 is a root. Substitute the value 3 square plus 2 times a into 3 minus k equals 0. So 9 plus 6a minus k equals 0. Isn't it? 9 plus 6. It is. Let me check the equation. X square plus 2x minus k equals 0. Just a moment. It is not x equals 3. X equals minus a is given to you. Sorry. The given equation is x square plus 2x minus k equals 0. And what is the root given? Root is x equals minus a here. So let me substitute the value of x equals minus a in the given equation. So as x equals minus a is a 0, comma, minus a the whole square plus 2 times a times minus a minus k equals 0. A square minus 2a square. So this is minus a square minus k equals 0. So minus a square equals k, implies k equals minus a square. I hope you are able to understand here all these things. Now let me take the next one. Please note it down. Fourth one. If x equal 2 and x equals 3 are roots of 3x square minus 2kx plus 2m equals 0, find the value of k and m. This is how it is given. So solution, given equation 3x square minus 2kx plus 2m equals 0, as x equals 2 is a root, therefore 3 times 2 the whole square minus 2 times k plus 2m equals 0. This is 2 to the 4 3s are 12 minus of 4k plus 2m equals 0. Transpose everything that side. 4k minus 2m minus 12 equals 0, or 4k minus 2m equals 12. Take common also. What is common? 2. So if I take 2 common, divide everything by 2k minus m equals 6. This is first equation. Now 4k minus 2m, 2k minus m equals 6. 2k minus m equals 6. That is the first equation. Second equation, as x equals 3 is a root, substituting into the equation 3 times 3 the whole square minus 2k times 3 plus 2m equals 0. I have substituted the value of x equals 3 in this given equation here, because x equals 3 is a root here. So 3 times 3 the whole square minus 2k times 3 plus 2m equals 0, and here it will be 3 3s are 9, 3s are 27 minus 6k plus 2m equals 0, or this can be written as, transpose these two that side, 6k minus 2m equals 27. This is equation number 2. These are two simultaneous equations or a pair of linear equations, and solve them. So let's see how to solve now. Equations are first one, 2k minus m equals 6 and 6k minus 2m equals 27. So solve these things. What you will do, what is that you would like to eliminate here? I want to eliminate m here. So multiply this equation by 2, implies 4k minus 2m equals 12 and 6k minus 2m equals 27. So what we will do here? We will subtract here, change the sign here, minus, this will cancel, and therefore 4k minus 6k is minus 2k equals minus 7 minus 2, 5, 2 minus 1 is minus 15, and therefore k equals minus 15 by minus 2, which is nothing but 15 by 2. Is it correct? Yes, k equals 15 2 by is the correct answer. Let us find the value of m. Substitute this k equals 15 by 2 in any one of these equations. Let me substitute in equation number 1 the value of k. So I will do this here. What we will do, substitute k equals 15 by 2 in equation 1. What is equation 1? 2k minus m equals 6, or implies m equals 2k minus 6. So let me solve here now. Now what is that we are doing? From equation 1, 2k minus m equals 6, m equals 2k minus 6. So m equals 2 times, what is the value of k? 15 by 2. M equals 2 into bracket 15 by 2 minus 6, which equals 15 minus 6, which is 9. Therefore k equals 15 by 2, m equals 9 is the answer. It is correct. So please note it down. We have solved very important sums, but a preliminary type of sums. All these do not involve solving for x. So definitely you can get 1 or 2 marks such questions also, which are very important. Please do not neglect these numericals. Even though these are the basic kind of numericals, you may expect 1 mark questions out of this. Okay. So let me end the session over here and see you in the next lecture. Thank you.